Hey, what's going on, guys? Rodrigo here from Unleash Your Fitness. Here are 5 reasons why you might not be losing weight. Reason number 1, your nutrition. And I don't mean there's two sides of this, right? You're either eating too many calories or eating too much, or you are under eating. Usually people that have already lost weight, let's say good 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds already, they did it very strictly, right? They were in a caloric deficit for too long. I met people that say, oh, I lost 50 pounds, but I can't seem to, toned up right now. I feel a little bit weaker. I still got body fat in me. I still got fat hanging down, things like that, right? And I ask them about their nutrition, and most of the times they say, oh, I skip, I fast in the morning, I have breakfast at 9, and then have lunch around 3, and then I don't eat after that or before that or during that, or I might have a few snacks, and their snacks might be like one banana or something like that. And you're not eating enough. You got to make sure you eat enough. You got to make sure that you are feeding your body enough calories so they can use that as energy, and therefore you can lose the body fat, because your body, if it's not receiving enough energy, it will hold on to that body fat, just trying to save it for energy later on, right? So make sure you are eating enough calories, right? What you can do is you can get your body weight. So let's say you are 150, right? 150 times 10, aim for that. So if you're under eating, if you're eating only twice, even 3 times a day, but your last meal or whichever is like a really small amount, right? Chances are you're not eating enough calories, right? So like I said, get your body weight multiplied by 10, and so if you're 150 times that by 10, that's 1,500 calories. Aim for that, right? So once you hit the 1,500 calories, if you feel hungry, eat a little bit more. Make sure it's high in protein, healthy carbs, healthy fats. And that's another thing, most of the times whenever they say, oh, I eat breakfast, right? Good breakfast, right? They either tell me 1 egg and maybe a bacon, a sausage or whatever. That's not healthy breakfast, right? You need more protein. If you're gonna eat eggs, eat 4 whole eggs, right? That's gonna give you at least a minimum of 20 to 25 grams of protein, and that's actually what your body needs. At least 2 to 3 times a day, right? 20 to 25 grams of protein. Now, keep in mind that yes, the bacon will keep you full, or the sausage, but that's saturated fat, right? Most of that has grease in it, and that just adds up to the problem, right? You're under eating, and the things that you are eating have a lot of grease or high sodium or sugars, right? And let's say you're keeping all that clean, right? Let's say you're still eating healthy. Let's say you are 100% eating healthy, but you're not eating enough. Keep in mind that the healthier the food, if a food item is healthy, it's probably low in calories. So if you're only eating 2 or 3 times a day, everything healthy, you're definitely not getting enough calories in. And I'm not saying to get something like something that's not good, high in sugar, high in calories, something that's not, healthy, just to make up for those calories. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying you got to eat a little bit more. Eat a little bit more, drink a protein shake, whatever you got to do, something else that's healthy, add it to your meals for the day, just so you can get those calories in, and so your body can let go of that body fat. Reason number 2, you might be eating healthy, however, you might be meeting your calories for the day, you're on point, but you're not exercising enough, or you're not moving enough, right? So basically, let's say you're meeting your calories, you're getting your 30 to 60-minute workout in, but the rest of the day you're sitting down on your computer, on your phone, or your work desk. You're basically not that active, right? And the only time you're active is when you get up, walk to the restroom, walk home, walk to your car, whatever, right? That's the only time you're active. You're probably not burning off, as many calories as you should. And when it comes to this, it's not a oh, I'm gonna eat less kind of thing. No, keep eating what you're eating. Just start moving a little bit more, right? So during your break, do some jumping jacks, go for a walk, add some walks during the week, right? If you can't do it every day, that's fine, but at least try to get it in 3 times a week, right? Go, like I said, after your workout, or on the days that you don't go work out, go for a walk, go for a little jog, do something active, right? It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't have to be exercises. You can go for a walk, or clean the house, move around, do a lot of things to keep your heart rate up a little bit, and to keep your body, needing to burn off some energy, so you can use that energy so you can keep moving, right? So stay active, try to move around, do many things, keep working out, keep eating healthy, but definitely keep in mind that even though you might eat healthy and even though you might get your workout in, if you're not active the rest of those 23, well, not 23 hours, at least the rest of those 10 hours, right, during the day, it's going to be pretty hard for your body to keep making progress, because it's basically just there sitting down, right? So walk around, go for a walk, go for a jog, go out with friends, whatever. Just stay active throughout the day. Reason number 3, and this is still part of the nutrition. However, you're not watching what you're putting in your mouth, right? So yes, you might be getting the turkey, the chicken, the whatever, right? But you're putting other stuff with it. For example, seasoning. You might be putting a lot of seasoning with it, a lot of salt. You might, like I said a while ago, you eat a protein shake or a protein snack, right? Some protein snacks are not that good, right? So make sure you know how to read the nutrition label. If you're gonna get like a protein bar, make sure it has a minimum of 20 grams of protein. It's either super low on sugar, meaning 2 grams or less, or no grams of sugar at all, right? Say if you go to the gas station, they got the whole section of like protein bars. However, only some are actually good for you. Some of them, they actually have a lot of sugar. They are high in calories, and they're not gonna fill you up, and they have super low protein. So some bars have like maybe 10 grams of protein. That's not enough. It's not worth it. You're gonna pay like a whole $3 for a bar that has 10 grams of protein. Let's say 200 calories, because the other calories come from the carbs or the high fats or even the sugars, right? That's not a good bar. A good protein bar will have a minimum of 20 grams of protein. Like I said, super low in sugar, 2 grams or less. Low in calories, I would say 150 the most, 200 the most, 200 the most, but most likely 150 the most. 150 and less, it's a good one, right? Especially if it has those 20 grams of protein. If it has more, perfect. If not, 20 grams is your go-to, and less than 200 calories, right? That's a protein bar that's worth it. So watch what you eat. Make sure you look at the nutrition label. Try to keep that sodium low, and keep in mind everything has sodium, right? But try to stay away from those high sodium products, higher than 300 grams of 300 milligrams of sodium, right? Try to keep it under 250. The less it has, the better overall it will be, just because the sodium holds a lot of water retention. It makes you feel puffy, get puffy. You're not really going to see that much body definition if that's your goal. Once you let that sodium go, once you lower that sodium that you're taking in your body, you're going to see a lot of progress. Your weight will come down, just because you're probably holding on to a lot of water weight. Or if you're already just trying to get toned up, you're going to start seeing more definition in your body, just because your body's letting go of that water retention you had the whole time, right? So keep that sodium low, stay away from the sugars. If not, keep that sugar low. Or if you're going to have something with sugar, have it before your workout. Have like a pre-workout snack that's going to give you energy for your workout, and you can burn it off during the workout, right? So if anything, have it before your workout. All right, reason number 4, you probably get discouraged too much, right? So you're comparing yourself to other people, you're comparing yourself to fitness models, to somebody you might know who's been in fitness for a while or has just started, and they're making progress, right? Don't compare yourself to nobody. You're gonna make your own progress. Your body is different. Like I said, there's a lot of things that come into play. Like, are you keeping your sugars low? Are you keeping your sodium low? Are you exercising? Are you tracking everything you're doing? Are you tracking your meals? Are you eating enough? Are you making sure that you're getting your workouts in? Are you moving around, right? For example, somebody that's active, like has an active job, is just active overall, they're probably gonna make faster progress than somebody who's not active throughout the day. Like I said, if you're not burning enough calories, or moving around too much, your body's not really using up energy that you have, so it's not really making any progress at all as far as weight loss or just body definition overall. So you want to make sure you're moving around, but do not compare yourself. Do what you can do, do what if you have a job where you got to sit down all day, don't stress it. You're still gonna get your goals. You're still gonna make it to your goal. Just know that your progress is not the same as everybody else. Your progress might be faster than somebody else, just like your progress might be slower than somebody else, right? But do not get discouraged. The moment you get discouraged, that's when everything starts going out the door, right? You're probably gonna stress eat. You're gonna be worried too much about how you look, so you're gonna feel like you're restarting from zero all over again, even though that's not the case. For example, if you are, let's say you lose 5 pounds, right, in a week. The next week you gain 2. So what? You might have had a few drinks over the weekend. You might have had a meal that was high in sodium. So then you got a little bit of water retention, and that water made you gain 2 pounds. That doesn't mean you gain fat. That all that means is you sweat it out, move around. You're gonna lose probably 5 more pounds the following week, right? So just because you gain 2 to 3, 4, 5 pounds, it's not body fat. All it is probably water retention, or some days you're gonna wake up heavier than the others, right? Depending on what time you had your meals. That does not mean. And here's the other thing. Just because you eat at night, like late at night, does not mean you're gonna get fat, right? As long as you are meeting your calorie goals and not going over or not going too far under, right? So yeah, get your calories in no matter what time of the day it is, whether it's early in the morning, late at night. You're not gonna get fat off of one cheat meal. You're not gonna get fat off. You gaining 2 to 3 pounds does not mean you gain fat or you got fat. All it means is you probably got some water retention in you. So do not get discouraged. Keep going, keep working hard, keep doing what you're doing. You're probably doing great. Like I said, keep some knowledge in you. You keep watching more videos, my videos, other videos. There's other people out there that have a lot more information on YouTube. Or just Google it. Just search it up. All the information is the same. It's all the same, but it's different for everybody else, right? Just try. The biggest thing you can do is, like I said, watch your nutrition and stay active. That's all you can do. Watch your nutrition and stay active. Everything else, it's whether you like it or you don't. For example, do you like your workouts? If not, what kind of workouts do you like? Do you even like working out? Do you like walking around outside, going for a jog, going for a run? Are you competitive? Like, find what you like to do. Do you like sports? Find what you like to do where you can be active and make that your workout, right? Make that your workout of the day, and just go on with it, right? As far as nutrition, like I said, there's a lot you can do, and at the same time there's not. You can't always have your cheat meals every day, your pizza, your Cinnabons, whatever, like whatever you like, that's high in sugar, high in sodium. You can have it on the weekends, maybe, or throughout the week, once or twice, and you're not gonna get fat as long as you keep track of everything else, right? It's as long as as long as you're eating clean 95% of the time, you're good with the other 5%, right? Have some fun, enjoy life. But yeah. And reason number 5, you're not taking control of your own life and your own situations, right? Basically, yes, I understand, I get it. You have family, you have your friends, you have friends that aren't really into fitness, you have family that's not supportive of you, they like to eat out, they want to invite you to get some candy, some ice cream, whatever, right? But here's the thing, you are you. You owe yourself this, right? Because you want it. If you want it that bad, you're gonna make it happen, right? Nobody else is gonna make it for you, right? 5-10 years from now, nobody's gonna be there for you saying, hey, thanks to me you lost weight. No, nobody's gonna be there for you as far as your fitness your fitness journey, right? You got to take control of your own situation. You got to take control of your own life. If you want to make a change, you have to make the change. Nobody else is going to make it for you. You can be motivated one day, unmotivated the next day. It doesn't matter. As long as you're consistent, consistency is key. Consistency is going to beat motivation anytime, right? For example, me, I'm not always motivated to work out, but I still try to go and get my workout in. Are my workouts always as intense or as hard as I want them to be? No, of course not. I have shitty days as well. I have days where I go back home and I'm like, damn, did I even work out, right? Because that's how I felt. But I still went. I still got it in. I still went, and did what I could, right? So you don't always have to go 100% hard every single time. As long as you get there, as long as you show up, as long as you keep it consistent, right? You're gonna keep making progress. Your progress might, like I said, some days your progress, some weeks your progress is gonna be faster, other weeks it's gonna be slower, other days it's gonna be in between. That's all right. You're gonna keep making progress. This is not a 1 day thing. This is not a 1 week thing. This is not a 1 month thing. It's a lifetime thing, right? But you're in control. You decide what you want. You decide how you want it to go, right? Do you want it to be strict about it? Do you want to be more flexible about it? You decide, right? Do you want to keep enjoying life? Enjoy life, right? Go out, have some drinks, eat ice cream, do whatever you want to do. But as long as you still keep it consistent the other days, you're gonna be all right. If you let everything go because your family's not supportive, because you have friends that invite you out for a few drinks, every time, just because you go out for drinks doesn't mean you have to stop the other days of eating healthy and tracking your meals and getting your workout in, right? You don't have to stop that. You can keep going. You can keep it consistent. Just don't stop. Just don't stop. Take control of your life. And like I said, you're not always gonna be motivated, but just keep pushing. That's all I can tell you. Keep pushing, and I promise you're gonna keep making progress. All right. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video.